बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका मेरे YouTube चैनल पे. You're very welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much that you have given a lot of love to my previous video, Nakshatra for Spouse, and I have received very overwhelming response from people that that technique working very fine, and it is pretty accurate on the charts, and it is working with a lot of people. Okay, so I would like to add just one more thing that if your nakshatra is matching and you can go through the comments and you can understand if the things are matching, the technique is working. It doesn't mean that you will get married to this partner. It can also mean that you can be in a very long term relationship with that kind of a person. Okay, so just don't take this as the final measure that you will get married to this guy or this girl. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So today we are going to talk about basically the curse of marriage in the chart, and we will also see that how it is visible in the chart of people and even the chart of the Lord Rama. So let's go ahead and let's understand. First of all, we need to understand what is the curse of a marriage. So basically, in the previous life, okay, due to any act, someone has cursed that your marriage is going to be fucked up, or even if your previous wife has cursed you, the wife of the previous birth, or the husband of the previous or spouse of the previous birth has cursed you due to any act reason, then it will be considered as that you have got this curse from your previous birth. It can be given by any person, either your wife, either your son, either your guru, either your teacher, either your neighbor, anyone it can give. Okay, so just need to understand this, what is the curse of marriage. Okay, now how you have to see in the particular chart. So remember one thing, there are the three factors: seventh house, seventh lord, and Venus. Okay, seventh house, seventh lord, and the Venus. Out of three factors, if any of these two factors get highly afflicted, okay, lot of malefic planets setting in the seventh house, it will afflict the seventh house. Seventh lord is getting combusted. Seventh lord is sitting with a lot of malefics. It is hemmed between malefics, which is called as pap kartari. Okay, then it will be considered as afflicted. And same with the Venus. So if Venus is also afflicted, Venus is also combusted, then it will also be called as that Venus is still afflicted. And out of these three factors, any of the two factors are present in the chart, then there is a curse of marriage. Obviously, benefic aspects, exaltation, debilitation will definitely modulate the results of curse. Okay. Now, there is another fourth point is Mandi sitting in the seventh house of a Navamsha, although there are no houses in the Navamshas. Okay. But still, because there is a lot of mathematical calculation behind that, and there is a very different concept behind that, why I'm saying the seventh house of Navamsha. So seventh house of Navamsha, if Mandi is there, okay, just for the ease of the calculation, just consider the seventh house, the Navamsha. Okay, although there are no houses in the Navamsha, just for the ease of the calculation, because we will end up into the house again. So Mandi in the seventh house will represent that there is a strong curse in the Navamsha, because it will also consider as a that you have got curse from your previous birth. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see the chart of the people. So this is a lady, and if you see, her seventh house has Saturn and the Mars. As you know, Saturn and Mars are highly malefic planet, although Sun is looking also. Okay, Sun is also looking here. And there is no benefic aspect on the seventh house. So seventh house is really, really, really fucked up. Okay. So she got married at the age of 20. She got married at the age of 20. And she just got divorced within 4 months. Now, if you see the seventh lord is Mercury sitting with the Mandi, which makes Mercury afflicted. And Mercury sitting in the 12th house, which is the Nichasth bhav of Mercury. Nichasth bhav means the house of debilitation of Mercury. So again, Mercury losing its power, setting with the Mandi, but Jupiter is aspecting, there one benefic grace is aspecting on Mercury. Okay. So yes, divorce happened, but within a 4 months divorce got happened. It's not like that she has suffered for the next 4 years or 40 years, then she is getting divorced. Basically, the suffering time period was little less. Okay. Now, if you see the Venus, Venus is sitting in a friendly sign of Saturn, sitting in the 11th house. Okay. And Venus doesn't have much aspect on any planet of any planet. Okay. So Venus is okay. Okay. So out of 3 factors, 2 factors are afflicted. And Mandi is sitting in the 7th house of Anavamsha. So this will represent that this lady has a curse of a marriage from previous birth. Okay. Now let's take the chart of Lord Rama. Or let's take a chart of any other person. Now, if we see in this chart, so first of all, she's having strong eclipse yoga in the 7th house. Okay, Rahu is at 6 degrees, Sun at 17 degrees, strong eclipse yoga in her 7th house. Okay, now if we talk about Mars, because which will be the 7th lord. Okay, Mars is sitting in the 3rd house, which is a good house for Mars, because malefics really do good in Upchaya houses. Okay. And now if we see here the Venus sitting in its own sign, definitely Venus sitting in its own sign, but aspected by the Saturn. Okay. So definitely Venus will become little bit more afflicted. Although Venus sitting in the 8th house, sitting in its own sign. But now again you come here, Mandi in the 7th house. Again shows that there is a curse from previous birth regarding marriage. Are you getting my point? Okay. So here you can understand that. And what happened with this girl? Her first husband has actually cut her veins on her wrist, and he smashed her head into the wall. And later he admitted this girl to the hospital also. But such kind of a brutality happened. And that obviously that marriage didn't last. So how it happened? Because of the curse of marriage in the chart. Okay, there are other factors as well who can easily describe why this girl has suffered. There are many factors in her chart, but I'm just also trying to show you the traces, the curse on the previous birth. Now let's take a chart of a Lord Rama. Now if we see his chart, so this is the time basically given by ISER. So ISER is the Institute of Research on Vedas. Okay. So 10 January 5114 BC, basically. So around 7,000 years ago, Lord Ram birth has been verified, and it has been verified with a very authoritative body, which is ISER. Okay. And I have also seen, although yes, Saturn is not, you cannot see Saturn in the Libra. But if you just see his chart, so Rahu and the Mars is exalted, but Rahu and Mars, again, malefics are sitting in the 7th house. Okay. And now if we have to see the 7th lord, so which will be Saturn. Okay. So Saturn is already sitting in an enemy sign. Although aspected by Jupiter. Yes, aspected by the Jupiter. Exalted Jupiter. And if you see the Venus is exalted plus Vargottam, which is again a very good position for a Venus. But now again you see Mandi in the 7th house. Mandi in the 7th house, again it shows that there is a curse from the previous birth. And malefics in the 7th house. Now, if you can see here, Saturn is not highly afflicted. Venus is not highly afflicted. So 7th lord is not highly afflicted. Venus is not highly afflicted. Okay. But still, because of the Mandi sitting in the 7th house, it shows there is a curse from the previous birth. Okay. So remember this one thing. And I hope it will make some sense to you. Try to connect the dots which I have said. And I hope it will be beneficial for you. Okay. Thank you so much.